Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. How you doing? Thank you for watching. Till I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you. Bye.
Practitioners is that, and we owe ourselves that duty, because once you are coming in, you're being briefed by a client. You have to ensure that the client has properly debriefed the previous lawyer there. That is the truth. And how can you properly debrief him? That is by perfecting his fees. That's the truth. That's how it works. So until that's why usually in court, there's always an application that we bring, application for change of counsel. Okay. There's an application for change of counsel, and that application, you serve on the outgoing counsel. It is the new counsel that brings that application. You serve on the outgoing counsel, and you serve the court and other parties in the matter. So that means that the essence of serving the outgoing counsel is for the outgoing counsel to be aware that, okay, the client has decided to brief a new lawyer. Okay. And everything should be, all the necessary things should be done. That means that the client will have perfected the brief, and the new counsel coming in will be aware that the client has perfected the brief of the other counsel, while the other counsel also is willing to let go of the case file to the new counsel. So it's always done amicably and not in a haphazard manner.
Okay, if it is not done amicably, what is the implication of it?
The implication is that lawyers can sue clients to recover their fees. And also the lawyers can be in court, and sometimes they are not, it is not that lawyers can be in court to mention in court that, my lord, my brief has not been perfected, or my fees has not been paid. And he has decided to brief a new lawyer. So they have to, it will be an issue that will be settled amicably eventually.
So if you get to this level you're talking about, what will the judge say? Will the judge the judge will not entertain the new lawyer?
No. Of course, the judge will inquire to say, okay, what's happening, has brief been perfected, and parties, and God will direct that all parties, including counsels, go and do it amicably. The legal profession is a noble profession.
So this time around, if the old lawyer, that is Barrister Dusmosu, is not accepting the new son,
they will be aware of this. They will be aware of amicably settling the issue.
It's looking like it's not settling. That is the reason for this question. Because
sometimes too, clients can like to escalate issues, but lawyers have a way of dealing with themselves. That is the truth. And that it has been brought before the court and mentioned before the court. Of course, the court would also give directives.
Okay, in this case, Sanshitu is not a new lawyer. Sanshitu has been coming to court. Only that he is not the one that was having the case file, that was presenting the case.
Of course, the client must have briefed the first lawyer.
Sure.
So for you to have briefed the first lawyer, then there must have been correspondences that were passed and agreement and considerations too between parties.
Now, the one I call Odumosun, which you also know that is always coming to the court in this case, is saying that until he received the sum of 9 million naira, which he later reduced to 7 million naira, he's saying that nothing will happen on that case that is on.
That's why I said when the matter is brought before the court, which is the adjudicating authority, and I'm sure that matters will be resolved eventually. That's what I know. I'm sure that the matter has not been brought before the court openly. The matter was mentioned openly before the court, of which is not unlikely to happen, and to be resolved amicably. That's what I know of.
So if this Odumosu is not agreeing and is insisting that money will be paid,
I don't think we are in any position to preempt what's going to happen, especially when the court has now dabbled into the issue and tried to mediate between parties or between counsels. I'm sure it's going to work because, of course, the court will advise the lawyer, the outgoing counsel, or the incoming counsel to advise clients to settle with the other lawyer, and the other lawyer to cooperate with the whole process. So it's not going to have. I do not preempt any issue afterwards.
Anyway, I understand what you're trying to say, trying to be professional. You don't want to say who is right or wrong.
No, it's not about being professional or trying to say who is right or wrong. I'm not missing what's here. I'm only trying to tell you as the eventual outcome of what will happen. The eventual outcome, because that is what is going to happen or likely to play out. If going by the whole of this situation, this is the likelihood of what is going to happen, and it's not being missing words, but eventually, this is not the first time that issues of settling and perfecting of briefs and fees will come up. So, and they always get settled amicably eventually, especially between councils.
Okay. Anyway, why this issue came up is that yesterday, Baba Mohbad briefed us like he was on the live, and he informed listeners that he has done his best to recover the file and to, appreciate Odumosu from the little he has done in the case. And he said that Sanshitu will now be fully in charge, unlike the passive activities he has been doing. And he also briefed us that all efforts to ensure that Sanshitu is properly in charge was turned down by Odumosu, who insisted that until the sum of 9 million naira, which they now negotiated to 7 million naira, is paid, is not going to do anything to make the case continue. And Baba insisted that it is not a money that is owing. Odumosu collected the job on pro bono with some payment, appearance fee, and the rest. And this man is now saying that despite the pro bono, he is not also going to release anything and make anything work until he's collecting the sum of 7 million naira, which Baba Mohbad is insisting that he's not paying. And the question I want to know is that, is there anything Odumosu will do that can truncate or stop Sanshitu from, going on the case, like doing the case? Because the only thing I see that is with Odumosu is the case file. And I'm now trying to know, case file or no case file, will it stop Sanshitu from being in charge of the case properly? That's exactly what I want to know, because I'm a layman when it comes to this aspect of law. And the reason why I'm calling you is because of your knowledge of law.
I already responded to you already, like I just said to you. What will happen or what is likely to happen is for the outgoing counsel to be in court with the incoming counsel and mention to the court that his fees have not been settled. And then the court begins to mediate between the counsels and mediate through the process. That's what's likely to happen.
And you think that is going to happen the first on the first day of resumption after a long...
Counsels appear before the court. Of course, both counsels have been appearing, and if they both agree to appear together, all well and good. And if not, then they both mention their level of participation and mention it to the court.
Okay, with what you said, I don't think it can stop anything, because I don't think it can stop anything. So even if Sanshitu, what is it called? Odumosu is insisting that he's collecting the 7 million naira, and Baba is insisting that he's not owing the money. With your response now, I don't think it can stop the inquest. I don't think it can stop anything. That's what I see here. But let's see how it goes, because I don't know why pro bono should now turn to such an amount of payment, despite the fact that up to now the case is still struggling to find its way to get justice. No justice yet, and it's so funny. Thank you. I don't know. I may still call you. I will disturb you today. Please prepare. It's okay. Thank you. God bless you. All right. I'm still on the show. All right. Thank you. Anyway, he's talking from the point of settlement, that they need to settle. They are trying to ask that in case of no settlement, will it affect anything? He's not sure, and he's saying that it's not likely to affect anything, because as someone that Thank you. As someone who has employed a lawyer to come and represent, if the lawyer is not satisfying me, I have the right to change my lawyer. That is what he's trying to say. And this lawyer is saying that, no, you cannot change me until you pay some amount of money, which is why I was asking the question that if that money is not paid, what is likely to be the issue? Is telling me that definitely the court will sway in, the court will intervene, the court will see a way to resolve the issue, which is what I think that will later be done. Let's see how it goes. Boluwatife, is there anything you want to say before I continue? Because the whole thing is looking like I don't even know what is going to happen.
Good morning, everyone.
What I'm saying now is that despite the fact from the beginning of the case, and to the date it was terminated, right? Baba said to us that he never hold Odumosu a dime.
Yes.
He said it both on QH radio and also said it via his TikTok handle.
Okay, from your own knowledge, now that this man is insisting that that money will be paid, if that money is not paid, what do you think that will happen?
We go to court. You go to court. Let's go to court. Let him go to court and prove himself that we are holding him.
I want to ask you a question. This case of Mohbad, I think there are so many voluntary effort than monetary effort. If we all need to get justice for Mohbad, and we know that this man is poor, must we condition this man as such that our condition will make him not to offer what we need? If we really need justice, must I throw to the man something he cannot afford to help him get justice? Because Barrister Odumosu, for me, is a lawyer that is probably not only doing it for money, but at least for the sake of justice. And now that you have done it to some extent and the case needs to continue, why now looking for money over a case that has not seen the light, that have not gotten justice, a case that has not seen the light of the day? I don't understand why you didn't collect money when you were doing all these things with the hope that, of course, just pay the appearance fee, pay the logistics, pay for this and that, I will do it for you. Now, no result. Why are we now going to pay such an amount of money for a case that has no result? Not even a single DNA result have we gotten that we have to pay such an amount of money. That is my issue. Is there any genuineness in the process initially?
Do you know my problem with Odumosu? Sorry to cut you here. The case between Odumosu and Larry Koko, he lost it, right? So that alone shows that he's not competent, he's not handling this man the right way. Now you call yourself a pro bono lawyer. I'm not a lawyer, but according to him, he said a pro bono lawyer. And he said there shall be fees at the appearance in the court, and which Baba has obliged to eat. Baba has been paying the
recommendation.
All right, thank you. I agree with you. And let me just go to Princess. I know Princess actually want to say something. I've seen Princess message before, even before the show. Princess, can you quickly unmute before I go to others? Good day to you, Princess.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. And
good afternoon.
Good afternoon, panelists. Good afternoon, the hosts and all commenters. Yeah, I just came in onto the show and I heard you talking about the money. Why is 1.5 being offered? I don't know. Maybe you watched Baba's show yesterday or not. But what he said was that. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Okay. What he said was that they've already. I mean, they've been having back and front meetings, and even San Shitu tried to actually intervene, but unfortunately, Odumosu is still stating that the last he can get from the Alobas is 7 million or nothing less. So Baba said he's not owing him, but the truth is, for peace to reign, he offered 1 million. It's not as though that he's being compelled to give him money or anything. It was just like, you know what, for peace to reign. Do you understand? And Odu also said, no, I'm not taking 1 million. Can they add more? So he now said, okay, 500 on it, making it 1.5. So it's not like he's being compelled. He just felt like, you know what, let peace reign. Let me just give him 1.5. And since he refused to take the money, unfortunately, he said he's not owing him and he's not giving him any money. So that was...
Okay, now, Princess, I understand all that and I get it. What I want to know is this. If you know that you have something with me that you want to collect, and you told me you don't need my service again, and I know deeply that even if you give me, or you did not give me, or you do not give me, it is not going to have any implication. What is it that will make me to insist in saying I'm not going to take anything than what I'm mentioning, when I know that even if you are not paying me what I am mentioning to you, it has no effect? Kí ló lè mú mi máa tẹnumọ́ nǹkan yẹn débi wípé it's not looking like my right, because it's looking like it is right, or is something like me. Do you understand? I'm beginning to look like there is something. Okay, someone said pride, because I can only insist on something that is diligent, that is due, that is legal.
I understand you, but you know one thing we need to understand is we Yorubas, we are we are the most wicked people on earth. Let's be very honest. I'm a Yoruba lady. The truth is, you want to test yourself that, okay, should be the previous lawyer, he also did pro bono, if you understand what I'm trying to say. But the truth is, people don't really look in depth of what they do. Let's be very honest. I don't know who Odumosu is. I understood he's here in UK. I live in UK. I don't know who Odumosu is. I've never even heard his name. But if truly he is a lawyer, he shouldn't be behaving like that. What he even did to his clients is, let's forget about sentiments now. What he even did to his clients is the worst thing on earth. I can't hire you as a lawyer and you go on TikTok or on social media to be discussing my issue. You know, if it's because he's seen, unfortunately, it's because he's seen a Aloba family like that. That's what I can say. Because no one would try that with me. If you understand what I'm trying to say. We just put things like, our emotions into things like, go and call, according to what Muiwa said yesterday, or Mr. Muiwa, he said, when they said they don't have that money, Odumosu said, go and collect it from the public. I mean, who does that? Who does that? So you have now you're now using the public as what? A bait or what? Do you think we are actually plucking money on trees? For you to even, as a lawyer, for you to even mention that go and ask the public, they will donate. That's a slap on us. He's not taking no kobo. If I am our Blobber's family, I'll give him no kobo. Thank you.
All right, thank you. God bless you. I think, is there anyone that wants to add before?
Mr. Westo.
Okay. Yeah.
You see, for that statement alone, that go to the public, that means that man is up for justice. For me, because somebody hire you at fault, and you know this man is a poor man, and you know that you are the one that said pro bono, and now the man said no more again. The man was on his own will, that is free will. He's giving 1.5 million. And I said, you have to go to the public. That's a big slap on. That's a slap on us. Let it go to court. Let it see out to court. It's not a problem. To me, I have seen Odumosu once in UK here. I know him. I see how it is. I don't know. I have not seen his chamber, but I see him. So it's just like a student in the UK. So how I see him, because use that word. Go and meet the public. What if, man? It's a good like answer. Is what I just said now. He has said that in himself that what he need is money. Go to the public. No, for me, say no. Abba says no go to pay. Abba says no. I'm not owing you. But you say it with your mouth that go to the public. Man, what do you mean by that? Go to the public. That is, he knows that the public pay the money. That was saying go to the public. It's not for justice.
That statement, though, let me be sincere. That statement alone it's unprofessional. That's the general word, and that's the most civil word I can use. Every other word I will use will not be fine, because apart from that word not being a professional word, it is also a way to say that I don't even give a damn. I don't bloody care about your case. My money is my money, whether you win or not. Give me my money. If you don't have it, go and borrow. That is the meaning. If you don't have it, go and borrow, go and collect, go and tell your people to give you. As if you know how to, like, as if your people have been giving you money, you know how to get money from your people. So why is it that during it is now my time to collect money and you are not ready to pay me? The same way you collect from the public for other people, go and collect my own and bring my own. That is it. Like it's a threat. And yes, Abby.
Sorry, yeah, let me just say this. I think probably they have an agenda, since the agenda will not be completed or will not going to be achieved. Let me just, like someone said in the comment section, Kakakekuma justice, Akuku Fishawadan. So this agenda cannot be pushed forward again. Let me just collect money and move on. Thank you.
But that is not how it should be. Yeyebo Bagun, I will come back to you, but please just give me 1 minute. Let me listen
Okay,
to
sir.
Alabama. Alabama, 1 minute for you, please. Over to you, Alabama. Please unmute your mic, Alabama. If Alabama is not ready, then let me know. Take time. I will rather go to Alabama. Are you ready? Please unmute if you are ready. I don't think Alabama is ready. So Yeyebo Bagun, please let me give you the microphone. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Wana. Good afternoon to you, sir. How are you
Good
doing
afternoon.
today?
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you for all you do. Good afternoon to all the panelists. This is a good topic we're trying to sort out this afternoon. Like everyone.
Westo, ẹ̀yin lẹ mú tù mí, mo ti ń ṣe látàárọ̀ kò ṣe, bọ́ mo ti ṣe, mo ti rí ṣe ń sùn. Ẹ̀yin lẹ mú tù mí lọ́dọ̀ yín.
Okay.
Ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀, tẹ bá sọ̀rọ̀ tán mà.
Okay,
right,
ma. Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. Like I was saying earlier, he said, from my understanding of what pro bono is, it is a free case. And that is like a service to humanity and to whoever it is that you trying to support. And in pro bono, no payment should be made. You want to use both your intellectual service, your research, your time, your energy, your connection.
The result will always be the motive.
Thank you. Obviously, at the end of it all, there would always be thank you. You know, a thank you hamper will come after it all.
And of course, it might even be followed by general appreciation, even more than that.
100%, because this is a public case. Thank you, Mr. Westo. But in this case, we have not even started the case at all. You're already charging for services, for everything, virtually everything you have done. You have been paid, because I was there when Mr. Muiwa read out what were paid for. And then, if you have gotten that certain amount of money, it's as good as charging for the case. That is, by the way, and I would see that as misleading the public from the start. That it wasn't being truthful from the word go. If he did receive that amount of money and he has not come out to say, I did not get that amount of money that Muiwa said I got when Muiwa gave accountability. That is by the side. Now this issue has arose of, okay, I don't want you to be my lawyer anymore. I do not expect him to be charging for any money. And if the Alobas, in their own kindness, have decided to offer him a parting gift, okay, there's always another day. Let's have a handshake of a goodbye.
And they offered you 1 million, you said no. They offered you 1.5, you said no. Excuse me, what else do you want? And you
I
are
want to
asking
ask
them,
a
and
question.
Adoba
I
said,
want to
I
ask
do
a
not have.
question.
Yes, sir.
Please, thank you. You see why this thing is looking like a topic? Like, it's not really a topic. You know why it's looking like a topic? If there is something that is genuinely my own or what I am due for, and I'm insisting, even if people will bash me over it, it's still making sense because it's actually my due fee. But
Exactly. That's a just wage.
in a case that it is not even affecting anything, and that is the reason why I asked in the first place that if this money is not paid, and if Odumosu will have to get angry and do, take an action, what is going to be his action and what is going to be the implication? What and what to be affected? That is the reason why I have asked that question, so that I won't be making mistakes. But people have told me that it changes nothing. I am thinking the case file is important, but people make it look as if there is no issue or big deal about the case file. If that is correct, that there is no issue about the case file, why will I now be bold and be insisting to collect money that even if that money is not paid, there is nothing I can do? That is where my issue is. If that money is not paid, if there is not something I can do to frustrate and to punish Baba for not paying me, I can insist and say, if you like, pay me. If you like, don't pay me. If you are not paying me, this is what the implication will be. But this one is looking like there is no implication, and someone just coming out insisting on something to be
It's
paid.
blackmail.
When that payment has no
Mr.
implication.
Westo, this is called blackmailing.
Okay.
And for him to have come out to say, go to the public, is